My name is Fernando Villagrán. I go by Marcos, it's my middle name. I'm a chef over at Pyramid Ale House. I've been there for several years. I've been a chef now for 3 years.
We do all kinds of beer food. We make anything cooked with beer, and all this, our whole life surrounds around beer. And it's delicious, it's great, all the sloppy food, but also some really great creative new dishes and small dishes made with food and pairings that nobody ever really has heard of before, and just anything goes here. Small little space, we work with it. It's a challenge. It's like a quick fire challenge every time we're here. It's always fast. It's always every day. It's always a matter of seconds. Every second counts, and every single moment is rushing. So, but it's not just a me thing. This is a group thing. There's 30 of us, so all of us together, we pull through. We laugh together and we cry together, and at the end of every rush, we all have a cigarette together. This right here, this is the reason why I'm here. This is also the reason for much of us to be here. This is the reason why many people walk over here. I love it. All the kinds of beers and selections you want. All this creativity over there. You have the area where they actually brew it, where they actually come up with a new, innovative beer. And I have the privilege of actually being able to try every beer when it first comes out, and not only try it, but get inspired to create a dish with it.
I have some salmon that I caught myself last weekend. So I'm going to cook that up. It's delicious, it's fresh. And I just went down to the market, grabbed some fresh heirloom tomatoes and tomatillos. Latin food doesn't get salmon a whole lot, so I'm going to try and infuse a little bit of Latin flavor into tomatillos. And I'm going to make kind of like a roasted tomatillo and heirloom tomato salsa that I'm going to put on top of this planked salmon. Right now I have some poblanos inside the oven, and I'm going to make a little poblano white rice. Now, I don't try to limit myself to any flavors just because there's so much out there. And going from Mexico to the United States, I found that I had to adjust my palate, but at the same time I try to imitate and create the flavors that I wanted with what I have available, and at the same time came up with some new stuff. So I got this guy going. It's on slow cooking since I already have rice that's going to cook over here. So I got this planked salmon. It's going to be for the rice, just flavoring it a little. It's going to feel a little bit of heat. Strips. From Mexico City, came down here 14 years ago. Been out of my parents, tried to do the independent thing and try to figure out who I was. I've been doing all kinds of random things, but I've always been in the restaurant business. I've always been cooking, and I've always enjoyed it. And I realized this is the way to go. And then I had the opportunity, and now look at me. I'm a chef at a restaurant. Kosher salt. A bit of oil, believe it or not. And dinner will be served here in about 20 minutes. To cook. But I got the smoked flavor on the outside, which is what I'm going for. There we go. It's crazy looking. But God, that salsa is so good, and that smoked salmon, I've had it before many times. It's really, really good. Mixing stuff together that sometimes people are accustomed to, sometimes they're not, but still at the same time seeing the satisfaction when they hear it or when they taste it, and just their eyes being inspiring somebody else to cook something when they go home. That is just remarkable. I can't beat that feeling.